You know. Connecting to Facebook. Oh, there you go. Hi, folks. We're back. Not sure I'm going to splice all that together, but it doesn't really make a difference. I want to make sure that we get the camera going real good. For the man of the hour, the guy that makes it all happen, here is the news of the Droosh.
So I know everybody out there has a favorite website.
Uh-huh.
May not be what most people like to watch.
Okay.
But let's be real. COVID has made us all feel like we need to masturbate a little bit more.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So this next story is about Pornhub.
Pornhub.
So recently,
tell me about this.
So Pornhub
What is Pornhub?
Pornhub is a website that you can go to watch porn.
You mean pornography?
Pornography.
Gotcha.
The good old voyeurism of the internet.
Naked people. Gotcha.
Naked people, penis and vagina.
Okay.
That's recently they've come under fire because they have been linked to sex trafficking and exploitation of minors on the website.
Mm-hmm. Now,
I don't know much about that, but I do know that their disclaimer I thought was hilarious.
Their disclaimer, huh?
Their disclaimer. This is their quote, trying to save Pornhub. Okay. I just think it was funny. At Pornhub, nothing is more important than the safety of our community.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Can we start this again?
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's. We're gonna. Yeah, I know the exact background I gotta find it here, because it's got to be delivered really well. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. And at the bottom of this, it's going to get weird with this music on. Just throwing it out there. At Pornhub, nothing is more important than the safety of our community. A statement from the company read, "Our core values, each as inclusivity, freedom of expression, and privacy, are only possible when our platform is trusted by our users. This is why we have always been committed to eliminating illegal content, including non-consensual material and child sexual abuse material."
Good. That's good.
And I thought it was funny because it's a porn website.
Right.
I wish they had ended it in a different way. Like, what we care about is watching some girls get pounded. Legal. Not illegal, but legal girls just getting pounded. In every which way.
We're not here for anything bad. We just want a bunch of videos where a young man screws his stepmother.
Yeah, bangs his stepmom.
What's wrong with that?
Or teacher bangs student.
Right. What's wrong with that?
Teacher bangs teacher.
We just want to see videos where men trade daughters.
And swap.
What's wrong with that?
Why should it be weird that all of a sudden we have an orgy in a college dorm?
We just want nice, wholesome videos of men taking girls in their van and fucking them in behind.
While driving and letting the whole world see their business.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
That's the American way.
What's wrong with watching a video where a woman decides she's not going to get married, she's going to bang two of the groomsmen at the same time before her wedding?
Yeah, what's wrong with any of that?
Well, the exploitation of children is pretty fucked up.
Okay,
I agree with
all
that.
right.
But I just thought they could have made it a little bit more like, listen, we know we're a porn website.
Yeah.
We get it. So we're going to throw in some sexual puns because we got a sense of humor. We also like to do funny porn where a clown bangs the tooth fairy. I don't know.
We are here for wholesomeness and freedom. Wherever you want to see Marge Simpson get screwed by Bart.
Yeah, they do cartoon
Check out
porn.
our cartoon porn.
Yeah, check out our cartoon porn. Check out Vixen, where you decide, I'm going to bang my boss.
We just want you to understand the art in this. That's why we're going to show you random pictures of actresses in movies when they took their top off.
We're also
is
going to
that-
show
that's
you a
Mr.
scene in
Skin.
Spartacus where a woman's technically being raped, but you're going to think that it's not real. By the way, that was one thing. They did put a clip of that from Spartacus, and that scene's not great.
You know, we were talking about that movie last night because Kirk Douglas's birthday was yesterday.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the TV show, man, from Stars.
Well, I've never seen either one of them.
I've never even seen the first one either.
Spartacus
I have
is a
watched a
famous
TV
movie.
show. It would have been better if the lead actor hadn't had cancer and died. Because they had to change actors for the second season, and it was a shame because he really didn't do that great.
It's funny that they have this legal, look how good we are.
Yeah.
But, you know, all show businesses, like the Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
they want to act like they're art, but they're always throwing the actresses in nude scenes, but not the actors. You know?
True.
Now,
Although Game of Thrones did change that up.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, there's a couple times where you see full frontal. It's not great, but
Now,
whatever.
I've noticed that cable shows don't have to do that as much, but I'm going through Shameless. Have you seen that one?
I have.
And you had to tap out, right?
Yeah, I had to tap out.
Okay, I'm to the point where Frank is going to become a spokesman for the gay community. Do you remember that part?
Hasn't he admitted he slept with the man?
Yeah, he's gonna, and
He's been all over the place.
They show lots of sex scenes,
Yeah.
gratuitous sex scenes, but I'm going to tip of the hat to the producers for showing everyone naked, not just the women.
Yeah. Hey, it's 2020.
Here comes another dong on the show I'm watching.
Which one is it? Is it the brother who's gay? Is that the
brother's-
scenes you see his
No,
dong?
there was
Luck? Is it Luck?
It was. There's this. Jimmy is actually married to a really hot Colombian girl, and she had someone over.
Oh yeah, Marco.
Yeah.
And then he gets cut up, and that's where I tapped out. I'm like, this
is that it?
Kind of fucked.
Oh, I'm ahead of you then.
Yeah, I tapped out because I honestly was just like, wow. I was kind of hoping the show was going to be funny, and it's for the last 4 seasons, it's been just kind of a drag.
I thought it was a serious thing before I ever did anything.
I thought it was supposed to be funny.
Huh.
I was sadly mistaken. It's got some funny parts. And also, Luck pisses me off. The dude's a genius, and he fucks around and fucks his whole life. Lip.
Short for Philip.
That's right. He pisses me off.
Well, thank you for keeping us up to date on Pornhub.
No problem.
I want to tell you about this dog.
Oh, don't tell me this dog dies.
A dog lost during an Illinois trip, reunited with Michigan couple 3 years later.
Jesus Christ, for real?
A Michigan woman whose service dog escaped during a trip to Illinois was reunited with her pet, with the canine was found 3 years later, about 12 miles from where she went missing. Can you believe that?
Oh, thank you. Oh, there you go.
Dogs recognize things.
Yeah, they recognize the scent.
Okay, question for you. Dana, the dog lady, says that the mothers of dogs don't recognize their litter later in life.
I can see that.
Well, they don't recognize like we recognize, but they smell. Can't they smell their own?
No, because
children?
the scent has been corrupted by us.
But okay, that makes sense. But 3 years later, this dog recognizes this lady probably because of smell, not because of anything
Smell,
else.
and I'm sure also memory, maybe.
Yeah.
I kept repeating my
She looks like she smells a lot, so there'd be a lot to remember.
husband's name over and over again because I was just stunned. All I could say was his name. And I showed him the text, and I called here, and I said, by chance, do you have a female black lab named Lola here? And they responded with, are you Deborah? And I just lost it. I just started crying because that just proved to me that it was her.
But it's extremely important to microchip your animal because a lot of them can get out without your knowledge. And if somebody comes across a stray and they bring it to us, we can scan it for the microchip and then reunite it with the family. If you don't have a microchip, it's a lot more difficult to reunite the dog with the family, just for the fact that they can travel long distances.
Well, no shit.
Well, that's a good story. 3 years
I'm glad
later.
to see the dog didn't get hit by a car or anything like that. That's a nice story. I watched one where a guy hadn't seen his dog in 6 years.
What?
Yeah, the dog was crying, and this guy started bawling his friggin' eyes out.
When they saw each other?
Yeah, when they saw each other, this dog just immediately bolts for this dude and just jumps in on him.
Do you think your dogs would do that to you?
I would hope so.
I know you would hope so. Do you think it would happen?
Yes. I think Wally would.
Okay, I think if someone gave...
Athena's been through another household, so I don't know if she feels the need to have the connection.
If someone gave Gilly a treat, she'd abandon me as soon as she could. And she's my best friend all at the same time.
I think Wally would be more excited to see my wife than anything. So would Athena.
Who is the person that feeds him and does that? Gets up with him, takes him outside, feeds him and stuff.
It's me.
Did you? But she likes...
I yell a lot.
Oh. Interesting.
I'm the alpha that they fear.
Sorry, Gilly, I gave you trouble.
I thought you were getting ready to play that one fucking commercial I hate. Don't lock me in the cage anymore. It's like, fuck.
Did your father ever tell you about dogs? The way you treat your dog is the way God is going to treat you.
Huh, I yell a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They don't listen, for fuck's sake.
Sometimes you think God doesn't listen when you pray, but He's always listening. You know what your dogs want? Just to be close with you.
And they do. They get
That's
to
all
lay
they
in
want.
bed.
That's
They
all
get
they
to lay
want.
with me. I pet them. I play with them.
You know what God wants? Just to be close with you.
Sure he does.
He does.
Sure.
Or she does.
Listen, I don't need to have Santa from the fucking mall come in here and tell you some liberal shit.
Now, did your dad ever tell you that about the God
No,
and dog?
because my dad is a terrible person.
I know, but I was told this great story about a terrible person too. So
He threw away a cat. And then we had a dog when I was a kid. I still don't know what happened to that fucking dog.
the same thing happened to me. We had a dog. Sure, she bit several neighbors, and so my dad took her to a farm in Chicago. Have you ever been to Chicago?
It's a long trip.
And are there lots of farms there? No, it's a big city.
So what do you do with it?
He took it to a farm.
That's all
in
you know.
Chicago.
That's all you know.
I'm a little kid going, man, that's cool. I wish I could go to a farm in Chicago.
And your dad was back in 2 hours?
right. It took him 30
Your
minutes.
ass couldn't figure out time?
No, I was little.
Jesus, you were a stupid kid. I questioned my dad even as a kid. I was like, what happened to the dog?
You should never question your dad.
I questioned him a lot.
No, you shouldn't. You should never do that.
Oh, I wanted to know what happened to Allie.
And she's in a farm in Chicago. Is that a cat?
No, that was a dog. Her name was Allie.
I know, a farm in
And
Chicago.
then we got a second dog, and we named her Allie, and she got hit by a car.
You got a new Allie?
This was years later in high school. Lindsay loved the name Allie from our previous dog, so she replaced that dog.
Okay. This
with
is terrible.
This is the new Allie.
Okay, this is terrible. Your parents did this to you.
Yeah.
Now, what were the names of the kids that your parents had before you?
Mike and Beth. Yeah. Yeah, they got rid of Mike and Beth because we were terrible fucking kids. They used to throw that at me and my sister. Oh. I dare you to bring it up to Lindsay sometime. She'll lose her fucking mind.
I will.
I'm serious. She'll lose her mind.
So your
And
parents,
she hated Mike and Beth.
Whenever you
and they weren't even real.
No way. Whenever you guys did something bad, your parents would say, "Hey, Mike and Beth did that. That's why we got rid of that."
Yeah, that's exactly what fucking happened.
Okay, so I told my daughters something similar because I heard that story and I laughed.
Yeah, probably at Saturday
No, I
morning.
said Stephanie and something. They stuffed it in the hole I had in my garage in the other house.
What the fuck?
And they believed it. I just said it one time. And they still believe this. Stephanie and I forget the other person.
Courtney.
They'll know. They will know. But it's all based on Mike and Beth.
Is it because of my father?
Yeah, I thought it was a funny thing to do.
It's really not fucking funny because I never fell for it.
Wait a
but
minute.
my sister would get pissed.
I don't think it's funny. I think it's hilarious.
I didn't think
I
it
think
was
it's
funny. I
beyond
just thought it was
funny.
like, oh, come on, man. That's cruel. There's no way you got rid of your first kids.
What were like some of the things like you would
Like,
you play your video games too much and that would be a reason? Something stupid,
okay,
right?
there
Nothing
was one. Mike and Beth would use the bathroom and not poop in a field. I pooped in a field. My friends dared me to. And so I took a shit in the field.
How old were you then?
Fuck, dude. 7.
Okay.
was
that's
dumb.
a big deal. if you pooped
But
in
Mike
the
and
field.
Beth would never shit in the
Yeah.
field.
And
And
they-
I
they
used to, there was one time I told them, I was like, well, I guess you better call Mike and Beth and have them come back then.
the Mike and Beth, they've got all A's too, right?
Yeah, they got all A's.
Yeah.
But and then I remember eventually me and Lindsay started giving them shit about Mike and Beth when we got older. And we're like, you know, it's funny. You used to say Mike and Beth got straight A's, but you got rid of them. So how fucking bad were those guys?
Oh,
Lindsay hated Mike and Beth.
Oh, I can't wait to talk to her about it. Okay, I'm glad I brought that up. That worked out great. So you didn't tell me that about God. He's a terrible person. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
He threw a cat out of a car. He put it on the side of a road and drove off. He drove off, left
Wait
a
a minute.
cat.
Were you with him when he did that?
No, my dad said he did this.
He's joking. He was.
It was your guys' cat.
It wasn't. I never had a cat.
You had a cat one time, pissed in his
No.
room. He took the cat for a drive, and the cat never
No, he
came back.
didn't. He took it to the shelter.
Ask him about it.
Or took it over to a nice cat lady and
He
gave
said
it
he
a good
kicked the
home.
fucker out of it.
He was just joking. No
I don't
relative
believe
of mine would kick a cat.
I
or
don't believe him. I
hurt
also believe
an
that he got
animal.
rid of his first 2 kids. I don't know what to believe. Mike and Beth are happily married
Now
with
listen,
somebody.
I would believe. Okay, I don't believe that he got rid of those kids because you would have been gone for sure.
Yeah. I was terrible at sports.
Okay, that was.
Mike wasn't.
I hope that's an uplifting way to end our show. It's so funny.
Maybe that was the names they were thinking of calling us. And then they were just like, oh, we'll name them Drew and Lindsay. Let's call them Mike and Beth.
Hey,
Fuck.
folks, thanks for joining us for KCTK Radio's Week Review with Paul and Mike. I'm sorry, Drew. We have a lot of fun doing this. Thanks for joining us. Tell your friends to get an app, and we'll see you next week. Thanks.
This has been a KCTK production, produced by Paul Lavoda. If you want more information about this content, then you have some real weirdness going on. You can always check out KCTK Radio on Facebook. Listen to live programs at kctkradio.com. Yes, and that is on the World Wide Web. Thank you.